Hello, hello, hello. What's up, guys? This is Draw the Line Podcast. And I'm here, your boy Danny here. And we have Arnold here.
Arnold Escobedo in the
and
joint.
then we have
Your boy Johnny over here.
his hair gets longer every time we see him. Every time we see him.
Look, it goes from long hair to medium hair, and then my hair. I gotta have my cut, man. I gotta have that fade. You know what I'm saying? Gotta be looking somewhat decent, somewhat presentable. Huh?
When you gonna let me cut your hair?
Right after this podcast, if you're down. Let's
we
do
gonna
it.
be bald headed.
I want a bowl-shaped head.
I'm gonna give you a middle mohawk. Naked mohawk. You know what that means?
No.
Cut right down the middle.
I want a side hawk, not a
Side
mohawk.
side
I want my side hawk going like this.
I'm gonna have to Google that.
Yes, Google it. Anyways, guys, hey, it's great to be here again, to be doing another podcast with you guys. Guys, have you ever realized how many episodes we have now?
No, I did not realize
Dude,
that.
I
don't
think
even pay
we're
attention.
on, oh man, we're getting close to 10. If
Are you
not,
serious?
we're at 10, I
Double
think.
digits.
I don't know, but for those of you who are listening and faithful listeners, we appreciate that you guys are taking the time to listen to our podcast.
Yeah,
like
no, for
this is amazing, and we can't wait to continue talking about great stuff. But today, quick question: how's everybody doing? Johnny, go.
I'm doing good. Really good.
There you go.
Enjoying this season. Come on.
Yeah, good. Danny, how you
Outstanding.
doing?
I'm doing great. Having a great time. The weather in Texas is ridiculous weird, but today turned out to be a very beautiful day.
Super nice.
Yeah, I'm doing terrible. All right, so
Are
let's
you
get started.
serious?
No, I'm doing good.
Oh my
I'm doing good.
God.
Yeah. I'm doing good, bro. I promise. I'm doing good. I didn't mean.
I don't know, bro. Are you sure?
I didn't mean to worry y'all, but I'm doing good.
For
okay?
real, bro. We
I wasn't gonna ask
how.
how you. I wasn't gonna ask the details. I was gonna say, all right, bro.
Okay.
You're fake.
I'm just
bro.
kidding,
No,
bro.
man. This podcast is done.
Man, go
It's
ahead, bro.
okay.
Look at stuff.
Quick question to get us started, and
Yeah.
this is going to give us a good start to today's episode and
Mhm.
what we're actually talking about. What is something that you guys are grateful for today?
Besides the obvious,
Well, whatever you're grateful for. I
Okay,
mean, you
go
tell
ahead.
me. You
Go on,
tell me,
Johnny.
brother.
Shoot, I am super grateful for the energy I've been having lately. Like truly feeling blessed. The Lord has given me so much more extra energy and strength. I just be feeling good. I feel not tired like I used to be. Like I remember when I get here and I'd be like,
That boy
I'm
was
about to
drained.
die.
that boy looked
I
depressed.
don't even want to be here.
Not gonna lie.
Sometimes
That boy-
I'm wore out.
He was wore out. Yeah.
But no, I'm grateful for the energy and just the stretching that took place in the last couple of months. Just really took me to another level. I'm excited.
Danny, what
I'm
about
grateful.
yourself?
I'm grateful for the doors that are opening up from me being faithful to one thing that I've been doing for the past 3 years, and that is in developing and producing leaders.
Mhm.
Especially with my wife and my daughter growing up, I'm grateful for them. Especially grateful for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
those
for
are
sure.
good things.
That's a good deal. I am grateful just for life right now. I'm thankful that that I have the opportunity to wake up and do some of the things that God has called me to do, but also to spend time with people, spend time with my family. So I'm just grateful that I have peace within this past week, and just grateful that I get to wake up every day and
Come
continue
on.
to, fulfill my purpose that God has for me.
Hey,
I woke up this morning.
Mm.
Mm. That's all I got.
Oh, that's
Keep
it.
going.
yeah, let's keep going.
Well, today's topic is we're talking about gratitude, guys. Gratitude is big. You need to exercise gratitude in your daily life every day. Why? Because it changes your perspective on many things that you're going through. If you're having a tough time and you decide to say, I'm going to have gratitude over this specific situation, lots of the times it'll shift your mind to think differently and think positively rather than negatively,
Mhm.
So we want to tell you guys first, what is gratitude? So gratitude is the quality of being thankful, readiness to show appreciation for, and to return kindness. What does that mean to you guys? Specifically, what does gratitude mean to you? How do you show gratitude? How do you exercise gratitude in your daily life? And why do you think it's important,
I'd say gratitude for me is like it's just accepting and knowing the blessings that are in my life.
Yeah.
And so a lot of times I take those blessings now I get the opportunity to share that with other people.
Mhm.
And so taking everything I've been doing and working on in the church to the people I pour into and love on
Yeah.
outside of it and just the opportunities, I'm just super grateful for it because it's like I would not be in the place I am today if it wasn't for the steps I've taken.
Mm.
And just being thankful for the littlest things
Mhm.
and like enjoying it because some people can get so worked up with like the things that they don't have or
Mhm.
don't like the places they want to go but haven't gone. Like I'm just like I'm grateful for where I am right now, and to be alive and breathing and walking. Like that's the littlest things, and like it makes you realize like how small things matter as much as the big things.
Yeah, exactly.
100%. For me, gratitude is not something I was born with.
Me neither, brother.
It's just like excellence. It's not a spiritual gift or a gift that's you came with. It's something you work on.
You work for it. Yeah.
Gratitude is something that I do. It's not something necessarily that I feel like doing all the time. But the repercussions or the results of taking that action of gratitude really does change everything.
Most definitely. There's two big things to notice within this this definition within itself. It says being thankful and also showing appreciation. Thankful is the emotion, the way you feel.
Yeah.
Somebody gives you a present. At that time, you're thankful. Oh, you got me a present. I appreciate that. But there's also the appreciation part, which is the action. Danny, you got me a present. I feel great, but I'm thankful that you gave me that. I appreciate you so much. It's taking my action of me telling you, or also returning it in some way where I'm saying like, hey, I'm going to get you something back, or I'm going to do something for you because I appreciate what you willingly gave me. But thankful is that first step of the emotion, what you feel, okay? Because there's a difference between those two, thankfulness and gratitude, which we'll get down to that as the time comes by. But notice that it's the emotion of feeling that way and then acknowledging it and appreciating it, okay? So acknowledging and also action takes place within gratitude. Have you guys ever approached anybody in any way and expressed gratitude towards them?
Yes, I have. I always remember that I need to make my gratitude greater than my success. Basically, gratitude, before even reaching success or the goal that I'm trying to reach, I have to make sure that gratitude is like the front deal that I always lead with. You girl. But it's the thing that because I learned this quote from John Maxwell is what we appreciate appreciates and what we depreciate depreciates. Basically, whatever we appreciate, it will actually return to appreciate us back.
Exactly.
And if we de-appreciate things, then it will de-appreciate us back.
Yeah.
So I don't want to fall into things to de-appreciate me, and I want people to appreciate me. So the only way that I could do that is by appreciating people, appreciating situations, appreciating everything, even no matter how bad it might seem. I appreciate those moments because I'm very grateful for the lessons that are learned from those hard times, especially the good times too.
Yeah, I think the big things I look at gratitude is like the opportunity to add value to something.
That's true.
And so that goes for just not just like individual like people as well. Like that's a big thing. I always show appreciation, and just especially in a position where I have a lot of volunteers that serve underneath me, and then I get to have the privilege to have a part of my team. Like it's a privilege, and I know that because they can have a choice to say, I want to be here anymore. And like that's been a thing that's happened is like people have stepped down, people that weren't passionate about it. And I told them, it's like, I'm okay with you stepping back. Because what I care more about is you walking in the passions and the gifts that God's given you than to continue moving forward in something you're not gifted with. And so I show a lot of gratitude for those that do want to be a part of, like, they feel the appreciation, but also showing value to the little things of life, like being grateful and having gratitude towards the things that we take for granted at times. Like, I have a truck. I'm borrowing my dad's truck right now. And so I'm super grateful. And if I could take that for granted, I would miss on the blessing that my father has given to me through his Father in heaven, who's given him the opportunity to have an extra vehicle that he can now share with me. And so super grateful for that. And I never want to take anything for granted. And I think that's the difficult opposite side of that is like either you have gratitude for something or you take it for granted when you should be grateful for it.
Exactly.
And so there's a lot of people I think are guilty of not being grateful for the little things.
Yeah, one comment I do not like people telling me to be grateful.
Oh, yeah?
You ever hear that? Ever heard that growing up?
Yeah.
You need to be grateful.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? You need to be grateful for what you got. You know, I told that all my life.
Yeah.
Ooh, it was a pet peeve. But hearing that for so long, back then, hearing it for so long, you need to be grateful for what you got, actually made me not want to be grateful.
Oh, yeah.
Because
saying?
it's not an action that you want to do, but somebody else
told
is trying
you.
to
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
you
Yeah.
to do it.
So the thing is to be grateful because you choose to be grateful. Don't
Exactly.
be grateful because somebody tells you it's in your power.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
a different environment. It's a different thing or energy that it is that whenever you're the one that gets to choose to be grateful.
Yeah, exactly. There's this so going with
Go
that,
ahead,
there's this quote that I got. It says gratitude can transform any situation. It alters your vibration, moving you from negative energy to positive. It's the quickest, easiest, most powerful way to affect change in your life. So the only reason that you're able to use gratitude to your advantage is because you choose it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you choose to have gratitude,
True.
because let's be honest, we have great times.
Yeah.
Be grateful and have gratitude in those times, or the good times. But we know that this world is not perfect. We know that we're
No.
not perfect. So we go through these scenarios where we have tough moments.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where this takes place, is if you make the choice to say, I'm going to show gratitude towards this in the middle of this situation, even though it's going completely out of whack,
Mm-hmm.
it changes your perspective on how you feel, and you're going to start to think.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, if you're trying to, like for me, for instance, praising God in the most toughest moments is not the easiest thing to do,
No.
but it shows to God my faith that I have over this specific situation. And not only that, the love that I have for him. Because
Yeah.
when you feel bad or when you're having a tough time, the last thing you want to do is praise God. That could be one of the first things, because it's just like I'm going through tough times. Most of the times people want to say, God, get me out of this.
Yeah.
But sometimes you got to be grateful and show gratitude and be like, God, I know that this is a tough season. This sucks, but I'm still grateful for you.
Come on.
I'm grateful for the love that you showed me. I'm grateful for the things that you're doing within this season, but it's not tough. So
Yeah.
it takes a tremendous amount of faith.
Here's
to
a
do
question. What do you guys do? What do you guys do when tough situations pop up? What is y'all's initial response? What do y'all
Mine-
do?
So for me, when it gets tough, it's like I want to respond immediately. I want to take action to the response, or whatever it may be. I've got to respond with it. And I have to have the best intentions and heart. And that's probably the biggest thing I catch myself doing is lately. I'll be thinking, okay, I'll respond, but it's like, do I have a hateful heart in the moment? Like, I get so aggravated with the stressful moment. Do I
Become
have-
self-aware at the very beginning.
Very, very. Because, like, in the past, I wasn't. And so I'd respond, and I'm like, I catch myself right after.
Mhm.
Person comes back to me and is like, hey, like, you hurt me,
Mhm.
which I'm super thankful. Like, that's a big thing, is like, people have to be transparent. Like, because I can't read your mind. But I want to think, okay, how am I responding right here in this moment?
Mhm.
Very quickly. And I also want to show authenticity, because I think that's one thing we can get mixed up with gratitude, is it can become just this generic word. We say, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. You're cool.
Yeah, some people.
But it's like, are you being real? Like, when you say you appreciate someone, do you really appreciate it?
Yeah.
Are you grateful for that person? Are you really thankful? Are you really happy?
Yeah. Okay.
What do you do?
For me, the first thing that I kind of always do is my emotions. I'm an emotional guy, so the first thing that I recognize,
Yawn.
I be crying, bro.
Wee.
You sound like Ella, bro. That's
Oh,
how
I
Ella
love
was
it.
crying.
I've been trained.
But the first thing that comes to mind is my emotions are the first thing that I notice. Okay, if something's going wrong, first thing is I feel,
Okay.
and then from there I know, and I'm able to gauge what exactly I'm feeling, and I have to either make the decision: do I need to remove myself or not?
Yeah.
If it's something that somebody did to me, or if I'm in a large crowd, I have to assess, because I know if I don't take that time, wherever I'm at, I'm just going to lash out, or I'm going to let everybody know that this is how I'm feeling, kind of thing. So, I mean, that's just kind of usually how it goes whenever I first encounter.
Yeah, I remember having this one person. I was trying to help them through emotions and stuff, or through success. They were coming up with a plan to reach a certain goal. I think it's a personal development template they were creating. I was trying to help them. They were like, man, I want to feel. They kept saying feel, feel, feel. And I remember this one thing that came to my mind that I learned a while back. I heard from somebody.
Yep.
But it says that a lot of people are seeking for the emotion that comes from it, right?
Yeah.
And they go after the emotion first. But the thing is, this is the way that I learned it, is that motion creates emotion. Emotion like motion, moving,
Yeah.
movement creates the emotion.
Mm-hmm.
So if people are always looking for the feel good first, but you can't go after feel good first.
Yeah.
Because if you want the truth, that means you're going after something that's not gonna work. And
Yeah.
it's only for a short time. But if you're looking for long lasting emotion, you got to take emotion, action towards that thing, and then the emotion comes up from it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's a whole lot more long lasting than anything else.
Oh yeah.
And that's hard because we have to self-impose or discipline ourselves to take some actions that we don't want to take in the moment, like having gratitude.
Mm-hmm. So gratitude is an attitude of appreciation.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing we need to realize, that gratitude is an attitude of appreciation. It's an action, and expressing is an action. So how many of you find it hard to express your appreciation? Johnny, Danny, do y'all find it hard to express your appreciation to people, or even your appreciation to God? All these different things, all these different people that you might encounter,
I don't have a difficult time showing my appreciation, but I used to. And that's something I had to change. Is I used to be a very negative person. I always saw the bad in everything, and I always looked at the problems first.
Yeah.
And so I'm quick to, still to this day, I'm quick to respond to a problem and to fix it. Because that's the way I just focus on everything. It's like, I gotta fix the issue. But I wasn't happy about anything. And so I never showed appreciation for people.
Yeah.
People go out of their way to do something for me. I was like, that's a given. Like, okay, but they'll just do it again later. Like, I don't care. And then I just never showed a real gratitude for people. I really could care less.
Yeah.
It was like I don't know. I just didn't connect that. I didn't care. I didn't care about people either though. And there was a switch. It was like there's so much God's blessing with, and I'm looking at all the negatives of my life that I'm missing on the positives of what He's doing and where I'm going. And so I started looking at the positivity, and I started speaking out when I didn't feel like I was grateful, when I didn't feel thankful. I was like gonna say, "Oh no, God, I am thankful for this season you're bringing me through. I'm thankful for the job I have. I'm thankful." I used to not be thankful for my job. I could care less about my job. I'd quit it on the spot. I just didn't care. But it was like a point where I had to stop being so negative, and I had to refocus my mind and see the smallest things as the things that God's blessed me with. And that just slowly prospered, and it grew inside me. And so now it's like I can see everything as an opportunity to be thankful. Like the air I breathe, I mean, it's down to the littlest, just stupid stuff. In the past, I'd think like, why am I even thankful for this? Like the sun is nice and warm today. And that's something you'll catch me say is like, I don't care if it's cold outside or it's warm outside. It feels great outside. You'll always hear me say that because to me, it's like it's the littlest things I gotta be thankful for.
It's the littlest things.
It's true, Johnny. You feel that way because you are constantly connected to a source that's fully grateful. That's the difference.
You're right.
Okay, you can't. This is not something that it just happens and it's magic. Okay, now you have it. Really, your gratitude actually is a reflection of what you're connected to the most of the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're connected to negativity all the time, you're connected to bad friends, you're connected to people that are not grateful, you connected to, it can go from movies, magazines, situations, circumstances. If that's all you're soaked up in, then the reflection of that will be ungratefulness.
Yeah.
You know, I think that the way that I get grateful, not grateful, I think that ungratefulness is always at my doorstep. It never really goes away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It never really truly goes away.
That's good.
Because at any moment I can be ungrateful.
Yeah.
At any moment. You know what I'm saying? I could just flip right into that thing. The thing is, I have to take charge or take control of that perspective and make sure that what comes out of me is goodness, grateful thoughts, good thoughts, and God thoughts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Practicing gratitude with what you just said and also where our source comes from, it's much. So if you operate out of what you think that is good enough source most of the times, like say, I will not be able, dude, there's hard people around here that it's tough to. So a lot of the times it's going to be hard for you to express your gratitude whenever you are going through these circumstances. But when you have a source that is greater than all these different things, it changes your perspective, it changes your heart, and you're more willing to do those things much more easily than you would just on your own. So that's why it's important for us to have our source as Jesus Christ is our source.
Yeah.
And through the things that he has shown us, the things that he has left here for us to do, he was the template, he was the model, the way that he operated. When we operate out of that, our perspective towards what people say to us, what people do to us, what goes on in life are much more different than somebody who is without it, I would say. It's just much more tough because a lot of people don't understand why I love people even though they've done me wrong. Just like, well, you got to find, you got to know the source first. If you know the source, then you'll know why I operate this way and why I have gratitude even though day is going tough. Things
It's
like
true.
that. You know?
There might be some of you guys that are listening that don't have a really good perspective on life, or that find yourself not being grateful. A challenging question to ask yourself is, what is your source?
There it is.
Yeah.
What is the thing you're feeding off of? What is the thing that's feeding your brain, your mind? Because whatever shapes you is what you become.
Exactly.
It's true.
So sometimes it just requires just changing of environment, changing of things. I call it the breaking of a habit, preparation and separation. Preparation meaning you put in front of you things that are going to help you make good choices, and then separation, you separate yourself from the things that will hurt you from making good choices.
Exactly.
It takes self-discipline to do that.
Yeah.
That means people in your life. Are the people around your life positive?
You got to cut them off if they ain't positive, you know.
It might seem like a bad thing to do, but it's the law of it's the principle or the law of disassociation. You have to disconnect in order to reconnect.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I heard this one time: the more you complain, the less you'll obtain. So the thing is, if you want more good things, it doesn't mean to like just complain a little less, but it means to be a little bit level up the gratefulness.
Yeah. So big thing that we've been talking about is just that this is an action. But here's one thing we need to realize is that gratitude and thankfulness are different. They're different. They sound very similar. When you say it, it just sounds very, very similar. But here's the difference between those things, okay? So where thankfulness is an emotion, gratitude is an attitude of appreciation under any circumstance. Under any circumstance, okay? As we know, emotions, they come and go.
Yep.
You feel one way in 1 minute, and then you feel another way another minute, okay? Gratitude involves being thankful, but it's much more than just that. Gratitude means expressing thankfulness and being appreciative of life daily, even when nothing exciting happens. So thankfulness is actually a part of the meaning of gratitude. So it shows you, again, you feel a certain way, now you're expressing it a certain way. But it's always just a choice, because it also says, and being appreciative of life daily, even when nothing happens, okay? You might be in a dry season.
Yeah.
Express gratitude in that dry season. God, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm grateful for it. And whenever you do that, your perspective, bruh. Like, I did that the other day. I was at church, first Wednesday. And like Danny was up there leading worship, you know what I'm saying? Doing this thing. But I was filming. Johnny was there.
Is this first Wednesday?
Yeah, this past first Wednesday. So I was.
You didn't know our first Wednesday is our communion service that happens every first Wednesday of the month. If you haven't gone, please go.
It's so
amazing.
good.
It's good. It's cool.
I tell you what. But whenever I was there to just film. So when I film, most of the times I don't have time to like, depending on how busy it is, I'll go and I'll film and I'll be filming the entire night. Well, that night I was on the grind. I was filming stuff, and then I got done, and I just felt like I need to put my stuff down. I need to praise Jesus for a little bit, and then I just started crying because I was just like, God, like, not much is going on right now, and there's been times where a lot has been going on before, and I don't know why you decided to save me when you can save so many other people, but you did it for me.
Come on.
And I'm grateful for it. In the midst of my storm, you were there, even though I felt like you weren't there. That you were there protecting me, surrounding me. And it took me just like saying, God, whether I'm having a great time or a bad time, I want you to know that I always want to praise you regardless of the season that I'm in.
That's good.
It's true.
And I started bawling, bro.
It's powerful. There's been so many seasons where I've just felt like I was down in the dumps.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But one song that always comes to me at that time is, though you slay me, still I will praise you. Though you take from me, I will bless your name. Dang. Though you take from me, though you slay me, though this, I will still bless your name. I will still praise you. I will still lift up your holy name. That's a shifting of mindset, perspective change.
Not only that, imagine your faith, bro. Your faith
No,
in that
it
time,
grows, bro.
like big time, because you're in the middle of a season, and for most people, they have nothing else to cling on to, and so they're just like, we're gonna be. Looks like this bad season, gonna be here forever. But it's just like when you have God on your side, my faith is strengthened, even though I'm fearful.
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah, bro.
Because it's just like I know I'm feeling lots of fear, lots of stress, lots of anger, lots of emotions right now. But God, I know that this isn't how you designed me to be.
You're going to be like, man, God, you're going to pull through.
You're going to do your
thing. You're going
to
pull through. All I need is just stay a little bit steady, stand firm right here, and I'm just waiting for that blessing to come. So if any of us are going through any kind of hard time, this is I remind myself of this all the time. When hard things happen in your life, it means your level up has just arrived.
Yeah.
That's what it means.
I think it's a good word to say because a lot of people get confused. Like, God, you're putting me through this tough season. Like, God, why are you testing me? Why do I feel like it's a fight after fight? I'm being wailed on after wail, like just being beaten up. And it's like God has the greatest intentions to strengthen you to the next level. Like He's never going to put too much on you. That's in the Word of God. Like God is speaking that He's not going to put a load on you that you can't handle. Like He knows you can handle this. He's only stretching you to get a little further. It's just our
perspective things. We trick ourselves thinking we can't handle it.
Yep.
Nah.
That's our brain, bro.
Like this thing is too big for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so many people are so afraid to step out and do anything because they're like, I will never achieve that. I'll never be at that level. When you will. Because God has built you for that.
Because He that is inside of me is far greater than he who is inside the world.
Hey, come on.
One thing we definitely need to realize is that the practicing gratitude will shift your mind in so many ways. And if you're a person that looks negatively at life, you need to practice a little bit more gratitude.
It's true. It's true.
You need to find the things that you are grateful for because there's so many things that you are already not grateful for.
Yeah.
But if you find the good in the midst of the bad, the good is always going to win. The negative, the bad, even in Scripture, was never designed to win.
That's 100%.
God always pulled through. God is the good, and God continues to show us that good. But we need to. Here's the thing. It's an action. You need to feel what you're grateful for, and you need to also express that you're grateful for it.
100%. Yeah. So let me just tag on to that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, how to build gratitude in your life. Here's the action plan. This is what you do. The first few things is notice good things. Notice good things.
Notice good things.
Look at them. Appreciate them. And pay attention to those good things. Express your gratitude to yourself about those good things. Yep. Write it down and then thank somebody.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? 3 things to do every single day. Each day, think of 3 things to be grateful for. And number 2, start a gratitude journal.
There you go.
And number 3, practice gratitude routines all the time.
And you don't have to have a dedicated time. It's good to have a dedicated time, but even as you're walking, I'm grateful that it feels good outside today. I'm grateful that I have the ability to go to school or I have to go to work. You know, it's all about taking the time and actually doing what we're telling you.
Like we said, take action to get the gratification. I'm trying to make it rhyme. It didn't work, bro.
Hey, Arnold's a rapper.
I'm a rapper. I'm a tapper. Better watch out because I'm not a capper, boy. I slap you in your face. Better call me a snapper.
He basically said he wants some milk and Oreo cookies.
Yes, honestly. But listen, guys, today is a shorter episode, but everything you need to know is within these 30 minutes that we have here, okay?
Yes.
And it's gratitude takes work.
It's a choice.
It takes work. Yeah. It's a choice, okay? That's the big thing. If you want to practice gratitude without actually saying, I want to do this, okay, well, you're not going to wholeheartedly give in to the idea of what gratitude actually looks like, okay? And then also know that thankfulness and gratitude are different, okay? Thankfulness is just the emotion. If he were to give me a gift, thank you, Danny. That feels great. Okay, all right. Gratitude is actually feeling the emotion, doing something about it, and showing your appreciation towards that thing mentally and in your heart. You train this, you get this right here.
Start building those reps. Do those reps every single day.
Yeah, and it's not going to be an overnight success. It takes effort, you know. It's one of those things that's going to take some repetition because your mind has probably been wired to already look at the negative stuff from a long time ago, whether it was your friends, whether it was your family, peers, anybody. If you have a bad outlook at life at some points, somebody had to either pour that into you or you did that within yourself most of the times. And so you need to start exercising these healthy habits of gratitude because it will change your mind, it'll change your heart, and it'll change your perspective on everything in life.
It'll change your life.
So true.
Yeah, but anyways, that's it right there. Gratitude. Do you guys have anything else y'all want to add?
No, just be grateful and just keep pushing, keep pursuing it.
And I'd say one last thing is like always recognize your source. If you don't believe in Jesus, I'm just telling you, he's a legit dude to know. But realizing him as my source is what makes it easier.
Exactly.
And so see your source as the reason you're grateful for what you have.
Do those practical steps that Danny said, and you will get to a point where you will be able to do it easily. And also, I guarantee you.
Do it till it becomes automatic.
Yeah,
Come on.
Exactly.
Let's go.
You will start to see the changes. Do it till it's automatic. That's great.
Hey.
Well, anyways, guys, thank you for joining us for this pod, this episode. We're grateful, thankful that you guys are here with us.
100%.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Hey, I'm signing off, my people.
All right.
Deuce out.
Adios.
Love y'all.